deliverance. So, I'm a little late today because I started something new. I was inspired yesterday. My friend Mick and I tried to do like a Facebook Live and it didn't work. So it inspired me to figure it out, right? Because you never have the choice of doing, you can do Facebook or you can do Instagram. And I think I found a way to do both, which means I have both my computer and my phone app. So it's a little awkward to go back and forth between the cameras, but most of the time my eyes are closed, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish saging, putting some Reiki symbols up. And we'll get started. So, happy Good Friday. I always get kind of inspiration on what I'm going to go over randomly from downloads and bliss bombs and just whatever comes from spirit, from God, whatever it is that you believe in. So yesterday I was watching a show with my husband and it was some random scene that normally I wouldn't have really been paying too much attention to, but there was a little saying that really caught my eye, and the saying was, a man never steps in the same river twice. So I was like, so took a little time to meditate on that. And at first you think like, okay, yes, it's saying a man can never step in the same river twice because the water is constantly moving, right? And then you start thinking like, okay, well, we're 70% water. That really has to do with our emotions, how we're constantly flowing through our emotions, how we're constantly wanting them to wash over like water so that we don't sit and get stuck, right? So that was like the first thing that came through. But then the next thing was us, right? We're constantly changing, constantly evolving because we are this water. We are 70% water. So if you really think about where you were even 3 weeks ago, right? You can go back a year, 2 years, 5 years, but even whenever this started happening, like a month and a half ago, look at how you've changed. Look at how you evolved. Give yourself some credit for where you're at now, right? And by doing that, even if you're in that state of fear, in that state of panic in this moment, by you closing down your eyes, by you taking a moment to go inward and just say thank you, you're shifting everything about you. You're shifting into a state of gratitude. You're shifting into, you're raising your vibration, which is exactly what we need in this moment. And vibration, like what are we talking about? A lot of people are fairly new to this. It's knowing and understanding that we are made up of energy, right? Like it's not just like woo-woo stuff now. We understand the science behind it that, with quantum physics, that we are made up of very little physical matter. 4.2% of the universe is physical. The rest is energy. So start to think of yourself as vibrations, as frequencies, as this energetic being. So as we raise our vibration, then we send out a frequency, which is our aura, which is about a couple of feet out. So what things are you doing right now to raise that vibration? As I mentioned, the first one is going into a place of gratitude. So what are you grateful for? And yesterday, I've been feeling a little icky and I've been missing my kids. We've been isolated because if I did have corona, I didn't want to give it to my kids, yada yada. But it's like you kind of go down this rabbit hole of all the things that you don't have, what you by going to a state of gratitude and being grateful for what you do have, that's what you start to attract. So in this moment, just take a moment to thank yourself, for everything that you do have, to thank yourself for just being present and being alive for the past 3, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, who knows what day it is. Thanking yourself, thanking your mind, thanking your body, thanking yourself for just being present and for being you, having grace with yourself. There's a lot of people that are using this time to be productive, to try new things, which is great, but also make sure that you're interweaving that self-care into that. Make sure that you are taking the time to just be with yourself, to get to know yourself, to understand what brings me joy. Something else, so that goes back to that saying of that river, right? We're constantly changing. If you're not in a state where you want to be, you always have the power to stop and to shift and to go the other way. So don't get stuck in that. If you're like, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, don't get stuck there. What practice do you have that will enable you to stop and to shift the other way? So one of those things can be meditation. One of those things can be just getting up and dancing, putting on music that you love, being around people that you know will help you raise your vibration. So almost having that list in your head of what can I do to shift what I'm feeling right now, right? We now have the ability to be still. We can't go out. We can't do a lot of the things that we normally can do. So a lot of us are having a hard time with that. We are having a very hard time with being still. So it is very uncomfortable in the beginning. Most people, I was one of those people as well, when I would start to meditate. Most of the times I would fall asleep because first, before I could even get my mind to that quiet spot, I needed to allow my body to heal and to rest. So if you're falling asleep during meditation, that is completely normal, especially in the beginning. Just let it be. Don't judge yourself. And then you start to see how much easier it gets, how you almost start to crave that quietness, that stillness. But it is very, very uncomfortable in the beginning because we're so used to moving and producing and going and working hard, and that's why we're here. So you get to flex the new muscle. Today I'm going to guide you through a guided meditation. So before we get started, make sure that you're in a place where you're comfortable. You can either lay down or you can be sitting straight up with a direct spine. The music I have in the background. So there's different kinds of healing. There's different kinds of stillness. There's different kinds of raising your vibration, but it all starts really with mindfulness. It starts with your breath. So your breath releases 70% of your toxins. So by you being still, shutting down your eyes, taking those deep breaths all the way down to your diaphragm, not to your chest, because we're so used to breathing out of our chest, doing those shallow breaths, and by doing that it triggers our fight or flight. But putting maybe one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly, taking those deep breaths in, allowing that fresh air to go all the way down to your diaphragm, all the way down, almost like you're feeling it in your hip bones, and taking those deep inhales, maybe pausing for a moment, and then exhaling, allowing those exhales to be a little bit longer than your inhales. Grounding down. Letting go of any tension that you may have in your shoulders, in your neck. Really feeling your body, really connecting with your body. And giving it the permission to let go. as you continue to take these deep breaths in and deep breaths out, if your mind starts to wander, starts to bombard you with all of the things that you have to do later on today, give yourself the permission to come back to your breath. Give yourself this gift of being present, of being in the moment, of connecting. We're so fragmented at times. We're in our bodies, but not truly feeling our bodies. We're not mindful. I'm seeing, have you ever sat down and had a whole meal and then you look down at your plate and all the food is gone and you don't even remember putting that food in your mouth? Your mind still tells you that you're hungry because you were present in the moment. There's so many things that we miss by not being present. We're so focused on the future or dwelling on the past that we miss the present moment. And that's the sweet spot. That's where the magic happens. So by focusing on your breath, really feeling and bringing attention to your breath, to your body, you start to connect. You stand to anchor down in this present moment. So as you continue these deep breaths in and deep breaths out, start to imagine roots growing in the bottom of your feet. And as they go in deeper into Mother Earth, you feel even more anchored, even more supported, knowing that in this moment, it doesn't matter who's watching, who's not, what you're doing. Gift yourself this gift of just being. There's so much freedom in not giving a shit about what others think. Right now is that moment to truly focus on you. Those expanding deep breaths, start to feel what that fresh breath feels like as it enters through your nose, goes all the way down to your diaphragm, swirls around, and as you exhale, exhaling all of that no longer serves you, all of that stagnant energy, all of that stress, all of that anxiety, all of that panic, all of that fear that we've been feeling all around. Allowing yourself to just be. So as each deep breath, with each inhale and exhale, imagine these roots going in deeper and deeper into Mother Earth, anchoring down, almost imagining that you're sinking in a little bit deeper, whether you're sitting up or laying down. Feel your body get heavier, imagining yourself sinking into sand, supported in this moment. And then give a little tug to those roots, and as you give that tug, it it starts this flow of beautiful healing energy from Mother Earth. Imagine that energy moving up through your roots and into your body. And as it moves up from your toes, you start to relax everything that it touches. So allowing this warm healing energy, you may see the color red, start to move up from Mother Earth, from the ground, up through your toes to your ankles, all the way up to your knees. Relax your shins. And as it moves up to your hips, you relax your thighs. You let go of everything that you're holding in your legs, allowing them to get heavier. Giving yourself the permission to let go. And as it moves up from your hips, past your root chakra and your sacral, all the way up to your chest, you begin to allow yourself to be filled with this warm, relaxing, healing energy in this moment. How good it feels to just be, how free you feel, how much lighter your heart feels when you let go. Letting go of those attachments, of those expectations, of the way things should be. Remembering your power and your sovereignty, that regardless of what's going on in your external world, you have the ability to shift it, recreate it, transmute it into whatever it is that you'd like. Keep imagining this warm healing energy start to move up from your chest all the way up to your shoulders and down your arms. So you start to relax your shoulders, letting go of any tension that you're holding there. And as it moves down, trips down your arms, past your elbows, to the very tip of your fingertips. Letting go, sinking deeper, continuing to anchor with your breath, knowing that by you taking this moment to take these deep breaths, to go inward, you're creating so much space for the new. You're allowing your body to heal. Starting to shift and change from the inside out. So continue to imagine this warm healing energy start to move up from your shoulders, up through your throat chakra, up to your jaw. Unclench your jaw, relax that jaw. Let your tongue hang. Let your face relax as it moves up through your face to the very tip, the very top of your head. You let all those little muscles around your eyes start to relax, all of that tension to melt away, to drip off of your body. Yourself that gift. Be patient with yourself. Have grace with yourself. All of these gifts that we willingly give to so many people, but yet we're not willing to give them to ourselves. So give yourself this moment to be grateful, to be thankful for being here. It doesn't matter how you reacted to the last month. You're here now. And start to imagine like the heavens start to open up, and whatever it is that you believe in, whether it's God, whether it's the universe, source energy, but start to imagine these beautiful gold rays coming down from the ethers, coming down right on top of you, letting you know that you are protected, that you are always guided, that you are a divine being. And for a moment, let go of all those stories. Put down that backpack of rocks and BS that you've been carrying around your whole life. Start to imagine this beautiful gold light start to enter through the top of your head, through your crown chakra. And as it cascades down your body, through your core, you are filled with unconditional love. So allow this to sink in. Give yourself the permission to go deeper. Feeling fully supported in this moment. And anything that you're holding inside, we're going to go ahead and take 3 community breaths and allow for all of that stagnant energy, anything that we're still carrying that we haven't given back to Mother Earth, we're going to allow it to come out through our breath. So together, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And as I count down from 3, you start to come back, allowing your body and mind and spirit to continue to be connected, but you come back into your body, you come back into this life feeling lighter, feeling ready for the day. 3. Just take another deep breath in and deep breath out. 2. Pulling back those cords, those anchors, those roots back from Mother Earth, back into your body, closing down your crown chakra. 1, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, coming back to you. So just like we mentioned, just like that river, constantly changing, you are also constantly changing. By you taking that time to be still, to do these meditations, to just breathe, taking 5 deep breaths a day, you will slowly get to that place of feeling that inner peace, because that's something that can't be taken away from you regardless of what's going on in your outer world. So starting with gratitude, Starting with your deep breaths. Being in the moment. Not focused on the past. Not stressing about the future. But being still. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't know how this went with the Facebook Live and the Insta. We'll see. Like I said, the cameras are a little bit different, but I'll figure it out. I'm just trying to, this is my way of giving back. This is my way of giving back to my community, to my people that I love and that I cherish. This is my gift. And that's the thing that we need to learn in this lifetime is, what is your gift? Why are you here? And then sharing that with the world. So if you have any questions, if you want to share anything that you felt, anything that came up for you, please shoot me a message or a text. Or if you need to chat one-on-one, I'm always available. So have an amazing Good Friday. So grateful for everything, for this life, for this opportunity to be here. So always come back. You can't be stressed and grateful at the same time. So thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Namaste, aho, amen, all those good things. Love you all.